Can you move this pen by only looking at it? No, that's not possible. But what about the tiniest quantum particles? Can you actually influence them with your mind? Some research in the United States points in the direction that this is possible. Is there maybe something special going on between consciousness and quantum physics? We don't know. So in Amsterdam we are going to do this experiment as well to see if the results will be confirmed. Let's start with a base plate where we can put everything on, and a laser where laser light comes out, and we have a double slit here. So usually that's just a metal plate with two slits in it. We have a screen. So what happens is that the particles where light is made of come out of the laser and they go through the double slit. Then actually what happens is that part of it goes through the left slit, part of it goes through the right slit, and then it goes through that and it appears at the screen. And what we see at the screen, so here you see one light particle that is detected, and when you do it with tens of light particles, you will actually see a pattern appear. That's an interference pattern. And you see here that's in some vertical bars there are hardly any light particles, and some there are a lot more. So this is the interference pattern that you will see, because that's because actually the light particles go through both slits. So the part that goes to the left and goes to the right, they are interfering with each other. And that's why you get this pattern. What happens if we are putting a detector here that actually can measure through which slit the particle is going? What happens then is that it actually doesn't go anymore to both slits, but it really goes through one slit, and that changes this pattern here on the wall. There's no interference pattern anymore, so you will get this pattern, just a bit more in the middle and less to the left and the right. Yeah, so if this sounds strange to you, I can imagine, but this is just how quantum physics work. If you detect here through which slit the light particles go, the pattern here changes. Okay, so for the double slit experiment, let's now move to the experiment that we are going to do. So we don't have a detector here, so that light particle isn't there as well. So we do have the interference pattern because the light particles go through both slits. So that's the starting position. Then we have a wall here that separates the participant with the setup, and we have the participant, and the participant is instructed to think about looking at the slit. So actually the idea is that this person is thinking about, okay, there's coming light particles to the double slit, and then I'm looking through which slit it's going, and they're trying to obtain some information about that in order to change this pattern at the screen. So that's the experiment, and yeah, this experiment have been performed before, and actually some experiments did get results that that changes in this pattern were measured when the person was thinking about looking at the slit versus when they were not thinking about looking at the slit. So it wasn't the case that, oh, there's an interference pattern, there was an interference pattern here, and then people are thinking about if they can detect anything about the information there, the slits there, and that it totally changed to no interference pattern. That was not the case, but they actually were able to measure some changes. So yeah, let's see if we get that result as well. I'm not sure what we will get. I'm quite excited about it. I'm now working on programming everything. So we have the laser, double slit, and we have a detector here. But you can imagine that I enlarged those light particles a lot here, and in real they're very tiny. So you have to be very careful that you measure actually really the thing that you want to measure. So that's what I'm working on now, and probably in not too long time we can actually measure if people do have those powers to influence those quantum particles. Yeah, let's see what comes out. And if you want to be updated, maybe to show you a bit about the setup or some other video, make sure that you're subscribed to the YouTube channel. And then I see you in a later video.